Your broken phone struggles to ring! Hello? There you are! You're all garbled, my phone's broken. Hello? Yo, girl? That can't be Lily. Hi, Mrs. Whitefish. You can call me Michelle. We're all ladies here. Grandma, Lily used to play with me when we were little. Do you remember? I'm not sure. I came over for Passover one time? Yeah. And we filmed a parody of Blair Witch Project in your basement? Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. Always such a pretty girl. Just like our Mara. Oh, come on. Mara, I'm just in town for the night. Wanna go out? Oh, would that be okay? Do you need me tonight? Well, Timothy's visiting, but... Oh, right, my brother's visiting. Oh, okay. But it would just be for a couple hours, right? Yeah, just to catch up. Right. So maybe I'll go? Sure, if tonight is your only chance. Is it alright with you, Grandma? Whatever you like, dear. Cool, let's go. Alright. It's cold out there, Mara. They're saying low 20s tonight. Wow, that sounds hot. I know it's in Fahrenheit, but wow, I would love the low 20s. In Celsius. No big deal. We grew up on the island. Yeah, this is nothing. Later. I would love for the equivalent of low 20s though. Oh my gosh. When I'm recording this, it's like minus 25 outside Celsius. Or at least it was this morning. I'd be up to minus 20. Dude, Exile and Guyville, you like Liz Fair? Oh, those CDs are my stepbrothers. I haven't listened to most of them. Let me put this on, it's so good. Sure, what's it like? It's this concept album where she's trying to make it as an artist and she's depressed about what a whore she is. Cool, you gonna play it? Never mind, let's just talk. So what are you doing? How's Luke? Oh my god, Mara, don't get me started. Okay, here I go. Lily's tale is long and filled with highly specific, yet oddly familiar details about the unraveling of her relationship with Luke. At the center of everything was the betrayal in Luke's past that hobbled his ability to trust. The more Luke tightened his grip on Lily's daily life, the less inclined she felt to confide in him or offer any intimacy at all. By the time a true auditing of the relationship took place, almost no aspect of their life was recognizably shared. Lily was eager to end the relationship, but Luke, unable to picture Lily with someone else, insisted for months that they work things out. This too was stifled at every turn by Luke's crippling doubt. In the end, Lily was more depleted than she'd ever thought possible. She was so checked out that it was hard to remember that the Luke she'd once loved, the person who she'd aspired to marry. So it was over before you even knew it. Yeah. There's this glue that holds a bad relationship together. It's known as the sunk cost fallacy. More like the sunk dick fallacy. That's a lot funnier if you read it. Oh, Mara, have you been trapped behind the screen all year? Or from it? If anything, I'm not writing enough. Lots of other things going on. Like what? It's been an odyssey. It's been the odyssey. Oh my god, Mara, that book. Thank you for giving me that. Yeah, was it good? I've never encountered so many big, strong warrior men with their eyes full of tears. Maybe I was just emotional after my breakup, but that was so hot. I couldn't stop reading it. Man, you probably should have read the book yourself. Still, you're happy to hear it reached Lily at the right time. Cool, well, let's hear about this journey of yours. So Adam, well, as you probably remember, things weren't too great with Adam. Yeah, actually ended the next day after that argument. I woke up thinking I couldn't stand another day of it. He tried to talk me out of it like he had done before. He was so good at cornering me into his logic. But I just kept thinking about how dead that would feel, to resign myself to that again. I needed my life again, and as hard as that conversation was, I got it back immediately. Damn! This sounds a little bit like what I went through with Luke. The way it once seemed very serious, the long, drawn-out collapse. It's kind of ridiculous to me in hindsight. That if a relationship had so many problems, I'd take it even more seriously. Almost as if the problems are what made the relationship seem serious. Yeah. Luke was never going to trust me. The fact just darkened every corner. Was there anything like that for you and Adam? Like something that could never be solved? Yeah, and it just hung over the whole relationship. The distance. At the time, I think I blamed it on the distance. I thought we wouldn't have all of these problems if we were closer. Now I'm kind of wondering about that. Maybe distance is the whole reason we were together, you know? I was able to imagine all these things about him, and honestly, he was probably doing that with me too. Maybe that's why it caught him off guard when I broke up with him. The Mara he knew would never leave him heartbroken. And in the beginning, the Adam I knew would never hold me back from what I wanted. But now it's over, and those unthinkable things are exactly what we did to each other. So Daniel, you know Daniel Davis? Yeah, of course. Well, in the summertime, you're surprised at how long ago that now seems. You have not spoken about Daniel in some time. It's strangely easy to reflect on these memories, ones that were very recently too painful to confront. In the summertime, what? No way. Shut up, Mara. In an instant, Lily has reverted to a state of excited bitchiness that neither of you has exhibited since high school. How you love your friend. Yeah. That's crazy. It didn't last very long. Well, and it didn't end well. We don't talk anymore. Yeah, no kidding. That's why you don't date your friends. That's why? People are always saying not to date your friends, but nobody tells you why. Huh. Maybe you're hearing the reason, but to you, they sound like perks. Don't do it! It's way too hot. It's way too convenient. You don't even have to leave your social circle. Your love is gonna be too special. It's gonna make too much sense. Oh my god, fuck you. You can't blame Lily for hazing you in this manner, but it still stings more than you would have expected. I guess it was a big mistake. But I'm not sure I could have lived without making it. I had to know if we could ever be something. I just had to know. But for a little while, it was beautiful, Lily. It was nothing ever had been. You think maybe the question of you and Daniel was hanging in the air this whole time? That deep down, you both always wondered? That's a difficult thing to ponder. Is it possible you and Daniel were never actually friends? That your curiosity for each other was greater than any camaraderie? We were friends. No, it still feels to me like we were friends. We were funny together. We could talk about anything. Even sex? No, everything except that. Maybe you were friends. I think that's the tragedy of it all. I didn't actually know how to grow into anything else. And then there was just nowhere else to go. Yeah, sorry, babe. So John, there was someone else. Dude! What happened to my Mara? The adult world has corrupted you. Who? Well, he's this older guy. How much older? A bit older? 40? No! Lily, you think I'd date a 40-year-old guy? Oh, maybe. Why would you think that? I mean, it happens. It's actually pretty typical in a child's development to model their, choices. After the paternal, Okay, I read Freud too. Yeah, what do you think? Pretty sick. Huh. Yeah, I don't think that's what it is with me. Yeah, probably not. What's the guy's name? You probably haven't heard of him. Mara, what's his name? John Klein? Nope, no idea. Well, he's pretty well known. His new book is on display at Ribbons. That's a store. Okay, so you were dating him? I don't know if it could be called that. You were just screwing. Yeah, it was just a fling. He's not really the dating kind. And I'm not really looking for anything more serious right now. Even as you say it, your heart tells you it can't be true. Could John really move on so easily? It must have hurt him to say goodbye. It must have. Yesterday was like nothing else. Even John said so. How can something so extraordinary not want to continue? You're not sure how strongly you can commit to what you're saying. It's like you're in high school again, trying to give Lily the answers she will scrutinize the least. It's not the first time you've been jerked around by some guy only to cajole Lily for support. You don't need to be this way anymore. You can tell her the truth. This all just recently happened? Yeah, like today? Oh shit. I don't know, Lily. It's kind of screwing with me. I can't really sum it up to you. You know, yeah, of course, it happened today. It's barely even hit you yet, Mara. Information is still traveling from your ovaries to your brain. Is he hot? Uh-huh. Can I find a pic of him online? Go right ahead. I believe you shall find everything in order. The temptress. Painted woman. Siren! This is kind of like old times, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Good old times. Bad old times. Good old, bad old times. I went to see my dad today. Yeah? He hasn't aged today. A lot of the time I think about the inevitability of it all. But actually being there, talking to him, that faded away. I saw things as they are. The dripping icicles on white pine, geese flying south in formation, moss growing over dead things. You know, just these slow, gentle changes that seem almost redemptive. I saw all the little wonders and maybes, the things we saw as kids. The stuff that makes life uncertain and strange. Fun? I think so. I felt impatient to leave and experience those things again. And I know it couldn't have gone differently, and that I'm made by what's happened. There's no bargaining with the past or future, there's only now. Yeah. I have no idea what's next. I wish I could say I hated Luke now, but I was angry about it. Instead, I'm just embarrassed for believing in us at home. Yeah. I feel so cynical sometimes. Like I went out into the world looking for things that don't exist. Sometimes I'll have a shitty day and I'll think about going back, being happy with Luke again. Being happy in all these old, embarrassing ways. I guess that's a little trick the mind plays on itself, huh? Yeah. Maybe someday it won't be so clouded. You can just remember things and think about them and let them go. Life is long, you know? No, it isn't, Mara. Life is short. Well, like, not always, but sometimes it is. What the hell do I know? Maybe someday it won't be so clouded. You think about the ones you've pursued with all your heart. They form something singular that cannot be separated. They carry a most delicate, formidable thing. They carry the chalice of your love, be it cherished, ransacked, or forsaken. It continues on renewed. You have loved more than you ever thought possible. Your love has been real. Who then? Who did you really love? When you look inside without malice or bitterness or false sentimentality, who was it? I loved all of them. Yes, you loved all of them. Loved them all. These fellow travelers who moved through your life with collision and grace. You found meaning together. They offered some piece of what you sought in yourself. You permanently bear the mark of each, and regardless of the impact you made, you know they have never forgotten you. Not entirely. They remember you in unexpected moments. Surely they do. You ever go back to the island? No. Any reason? No, I keep meaning to. Same here. You wait to see if Lily will suggest a visit together. The thought lights up your mind. You imagine your old life packed neatly away, waiting for your return. It doesn't come up again. The conversation shifts to other things. People, food, creative endeavors, musings about the future. Maybe things were never that simple. Growing up felt endless and non-negotiable. In some ways, life is less complicated now. You wrote hundreds of thousands of brainless, sorrowful words. When you finally left the island and became serious, you wanted to leave the weight of all that behind. But it turns out the stupid old words don't die. You cannot expel them. They are sent away only to return, gasping and gathering and swelling, ready to topple again. Thank you for playing. Just like this. Just right here. Well, I guess that is Perfect Tides station to station. Whoo, what a ride! An infinitely longer ride than the first game, too. Oh my goodness. What a ride, though. Oh my goodness. Well, I am gonna call it good there. So, thank you so much for watching the video, series, and both series if you watch both of them. If not, go watch Perfect Tides. What the heck, go watch it. If you enjoyed it, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also consider checking the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, you can come hang out and also get notifications there. Also in the description is links to support the channel, PayPal, various affiliate links. You can also become a channel member. And yeah, thank you to Stripe PR for the code for the game. And thank you again so much for watching Perfect Tide Station to Station. I hope to see you all in the next adventure, whatever that may be. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!